shite! Today, I drove a Skyline. It was insane. Driving an R34, as some of you or most of you watching this video will know, the R34 is my dream car. It's a dream car for a lot of people, obviously. It's just an iconic car from wherever you've seen it in. Most people from the Fast and Furious films, let's be honest. So just seeing this car was absolutely amazing, but being able to drive it at the same time, like, I've never ever seen an R34 in person before, ever. I've seen like GTRs and GTTs of other variants of the Skyline, R33, R32, I've seen the R35, but I have not seen the R34. So just imagine the first time you see a car you want to buy yourself, is saving up to buy it for yourself, and you see it in person, and you get to get behind the wheel of it and drive it. It's just absolutely crazy. Now you're probably thinking, Theo, we've seen the outside of the car, we've seen R34s ourselves before, where is the inside? I want to see the inside. Show us. Well, my friends, I asked the guys over at this event and asked them if I could record me driving it with a GoPro on my head. They said yes over the phone, to then say no, I can't do it when actually on the track because of regulations and that sort of thing. So unfortunately, I didn't have any of the interior me driving footage, but I do have a little service that they have there. You pay £30, yeah, 30 bloody quid. It's a hell, it's stupid, for like a 500p video of you driving, interlaced, sorry, so it's 500i video of you driving the car, but I had to get it, and the reason for me having to get it is that turbo flutter. Holy Jesus. You know what? I'm just gonna stop talking right here and let you have a listen very quickly to part of the video. That is really bad quality, but the sound, I think the sound just makes the 30 quid worth it, but here you go.
Second gear, squeeze on. And she's four-wheel drive, don't forget that. Don't bother with fifth, just go fourth. Turn into your left, squeeze on the accelerator.
Absolutely freaking insane, and just to say, the car is better than I imagined. Anyway, before I get full in detail of how it was and everything, I just want to say, from this point, I'm going to use mostly driving with me in the car. The previous clips were not only me driving in the car, there were some clips of other people driving the car, that sort of thing. But anyway, yes, from now on, this is mostly going to be me driving the car. Now, how was it? First up, I got towards the car and I was very nervous. I've only ever driven a Ford Fiesta, which was a diesel piece of crap, and also drove my Lexus. That's the only two cars I've ever driven. Completely different. The Fiesta was better to drive, in my opinion, like easier to drive, should I say. I prefer to drive the Lexus, but obviously easier to drive would be the Fiesta. Now, I got into this thinking it was going to be difficult. I got into this thinking, oh, it's going to be absolutely terrifying. I'm going to do so badly. It's got so much more power than I'm used to. It's going to be terrifying. I got in it, and it just rolled away. Like, literally, it just worked. It was bloody beautiful. All the pedals were really, really, like, old, and it was like, literally, the best way I could explain it is like pushing a boulder with your foot down into sand. It's a really weird way to explain it, but that's the first thing that pops into my head. It was, the pedals were really stiff and old, but the power was instant. The power was there. I was flying with third gear, fourth gear, fifth gear. You had so much pull with so low RPMs. It was absolutely insane. It feels so responsive, and at the beginning, because I'm used to driving a front-wheel drive Fiesta and more so the Lexus rear-wheel drive, the traction control on the Lexus isn't amazing, and even though I have a lot of power, I'm always a bit scared to push it too much on some corners because I've never done it. But on this, you have to get used to it. Like, you can push this thing so much through the corners. I turned so sharp on one of the corners like you're supposed to, and then just powered, and I just no loss of control, just absolute grip. And it just, again, made me think, right, this is why I'm saving for a GTR rather than getting a GTT. This is why I want all-wheel drive. This is why I love all-wheel drive in games, and why I'm going to stick with it in real life once I actually get the possibility to buy this car. This is the model I'm going for. Well, the GTR, not this model specifically, but you get the idea. It was absolutely amazing experience. Anyone that hasn't done anything like this before, like a track day thing, go for it. Seriously. Any age can go for it. Some of them are really, really cheap. I believe this is actually quite cheap. You can actually find a lot of packages where you can, use a lot of different cars, that sort of thing. I really wish I drove the Chevy Camaro as well, but honestly, just driving the Skyline made the whole trip worth it. It was actually a Christmas present from a friend of mine, and literally, I did not expect it. They knew I loved the Skyline, and they knew that I would just fangirl so much over something like this, and they just gave me the present, and I did not know what to think, and I'm so, thank you, Elaina, literally the best present ever. There was exhaust pops, turbo flutter, and the engine was just so loud. Oh, I want to do it again. I want to do it again. I literally felt like, you know what, I'm just going to take this car, I'm going to drive off with it. I'm not going to come back. Like, it was absolutely beautiful. And I definitely, as I said, definitely want to get the GTR. It's more than I dreamed of. Literally, it worked so well. It was so responsive. The clutch just worked so much better than my old clunky Toyota Lexus-y thing. I don't know what else to say, honestly. It was his first time on the track, first time in a car that wasn't, my instructor's car and my own car, and it was my first all-wheel drive car, my first car with this amount of power, but it was a baby. It was so easy. Absolutely beautiful. Anyway, I'll leave you with a little bit more of the audio and some of the clips I have got available. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy and you want to see more, please be sure to leave a like and also help me on my road to getting my actual Skyline. So freaking excited now that I know exactly what I'm just gonna get. I'm gonna do more of the track days, I think, because there was a lot of stuff there based on like just going around like just the other cars. There was like a Lightning McQueen MX-5. I think Lightning McQueen's a Corvette. That should be a debate in the comments. Is Lightning McQueen a fucking Corvette or is it an MX-5? I don't fucking know. I'm thinking it's a Corvette in the actual film. But anyway, in this, it was an MX-5, and the guy driving it, he was basically taking people around. You can either be a passenger or you can actually drive the cars. Oh my god, he went crazy, overtaking everybody. It was freaking insane. But again, definitely something I want to do more often, like go to a track, and definitely something I want to experience, like just trying other cars and just feeling them, especially something like American Muscle, I think is next on my list. But again, this, my friends, was my first experience driving an R34 Skyline, seeing an R34 Skyline, and I could not be happier, honestly, could not be happier. So again, thank you so much for watching this video, thank you so much for your support. Subscribe if you are new, and let me know your thoughts down below. Peace.
Wait, on the right now. No, I'm the scoreboard. Sticking out on this car. We can over here to your left and there. Just hold the clutch down. That's fine. That'll be perfect. Thank you.